Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be working on the spring journal and just doing some more work on these signatures until I'm happy that they can be sewn in and that we've done everything we can to kind of finish them off, ready to go in. So the first thing I was thinking, I've measured the spine of this journal against the spine of the music journal, and I think it is a little bit wider, but I've still done the same number of signatures, the 3. So I was feeling it wasn't quite full enough, that there weren't enough pages. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to add any more, but I have printed off 3 more pages, 1 for each signature. I know we're adding the envelopes, and the envelopes might have things added to them, so that might be enough. So I just thought I'd show you. I just went through some of the papers I had in my stash that I might not have used before. So in my I've got a whole load of papers from G. Kerr. She does a freebie Friday, and some of those I looked through, some of the ones I had, and some of them seem to be quite spring journalish. So I've printed a couple of those, and the third one I've got is a Roxy Creations, because I love her papers, and I think it's one of the new botanical kit papers that I've just bought from her, because as I say, I love her papers. So I've decided where they need to go, because I thought that would just speed things up a bit. So the first signature, obviously March, and this is the piece I'm going for. This is a lovely page. This is one of the G. Kerr papers, and I thought the colours just went really well in this journal. It's really pretty, and I've backed it with one of the papers, which I realise I haven't trimmed it properly. I must just do that. I don't want that white edge. I thought I trimmed off all the edges, but I must have missed that one. So let's just quickly do that. So this is one of the Artie Mae's backing papers from her kit, the spring watercolour kit. She does a whole loads of lovely backing papers to her kits. I really like these, so I thought I'd use this one. I don't know if I've used the pink anywhere else, because she did quite a few spotty pages, but the pink one I thought went really well with this paper, so that's gone in there. So I put it quite near the middle, so I think that just fits in nicely there. That's that one. And then for the April signature, I wanted to put this one right in the middle. I did have this in the middle, and I really like it, but then I couldn't really find anywhere else that would work, because this paper, I feel like it's a middle page, isn't it? Because you've got this lovely girl with, it looks like she's sitting in a tree, and looks like an Easter page, but it just, when you read it, it says it's got Easter written on it, but we're not going to worry about that. It's still spring. It's got the daffodils. It's got the colours. I just thought it was really pretty. And I wanted that in the middle. So that's April. And I don't know if it needs any further trimming. I have to see when I get to it. And then this one is the Roxy Creations one, which is from her latest botanical kit. Isn't that gorgeous? So I've just put that right at the front, and I've just backed that again with some quite very pale backing paper from the Artie Mae's kit, and that's just going to go right at the front. Sorry about that. I'm just going to mute my notifications so that they don't keep on going off. Okay, so there we are. So that's the May one. So that's just those extra pages. Whether I add any more, I'm thinking about it, but we'll see how we go. It wouldn't be hard to add a coffee dyed page to each one, which I haven't done yet. All I've added is the avocado dyed and the green dyed papers, so I could add a coffee dyed paper if I feel it needs it. But let's get back to working on our envelopes. So we started work on this one. Let's have a quick flick into here. There we are. This quite bright one. I'm just going to pop it out. And leave that over there, so I know where it's got to go. So it is quite bright, but I want to do a little bit more on here. But I quite like the fact that there is this pop of colour just coming through, because I've got a bright green envelope in one of the signatures, and I don't know yet what I'm going to do on the third one, but probably also I'll use some, perhaps I will use some of the jelly print on there as well. So we did put this little swatch here, and I had considered whether to put another one of the paper swatches, and I think I will. I just pulled this one out, and I just think that would look quite nice just there. So that's where I'm going to start. Well, no, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. I want some sort of image in the middle here. And I've been tossing up between something that I'm going to stick in, like a fussy cut flower, or a stamped flower. So I'm thinking about, at the moment, I'm thinking stamps. And I have a couple here that I've used quite a few times. These are my 2 woodware stamps, and they've got these quite large stamps in them because it needs something with a bit of presence on here, so it stands out against the background. And actually this one is quite a similar flower to the background, so that might look quite good on there, I think. Whether I use the little one as well, I'm not sure. I do rather like that. It's just a case of how well it'll stamp on this painted background. So I might have to give it a go, otherwise I'll never know, will I? And we'll see. We'll have to keep our fingers crossed, I think, for this. I'll probably get my little foam pad, I think. Just pop it onto the foam pad. Yes, that goes that way, doesn't it? Yep. Take this off for the moment. That can go on after. And then I've got my Dylusion stamp block, which is really good for these big stamps. Let's try this. Oops, what am I doing? Put it on that way round. Let's try it. Now when I've been doing anything on an awkward background, I've had more luck with my Memento ink than with my Archive ink for some reason. So I'm going to use that, I think, on this. At least because it's a clear stamp, I could possibly go over it again if I need to. So let's just give this a try. As you can see, I'm filming this on Bank Holiday Monday. So yesterday I filmed my music journal video, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and it was really warm and lovely. And I said it was an unusual weather for Bank Holiday. So of course Bank Holiday Monday reverted to type. It's now grey, a bit windy, not very warm. So the jumper's back on. Oh well. We have 1 or 2 nice days, and it always then just seems to reset itself. But I think we've got some nice weather coming, and I think it is going to brighten up this afternoon. Right, so I think I'll just do that right there. I'll give it a good press and hope that the ink takes to the painted background. I really don't know. I've not tried. I should have probably tried this out before I came on camera, but I didn't think about that. I could have tried it on one of my other jelly prints, couldn't I? But never mind. If it's a disaster, I'll have to think of something else. I'll have to cover it up or something. I don't know. We'll deal with that if it happens. I'm doing the best I can. Just hold it down. Alright, let's try it. Has it come out? It has. It has come out. Yeah. That's alright, actually. Because it just... Yeah, I'm happy with that, I think. I don't think it could have come out any better. And I think I might try and put the other little one maybe here. So I'm covering up some of this rather plain bit. Maybe that would go there. Let's have a look. I could do that there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then we've got this little bit, a bit more, looking a bit more interesting. Don't know if I've even ever used the little one before. I have just ordered myself some Tim Holtz flower stamps. They'll come tomorrow, so that'll be good. Sometimes you need a bigger stamp than the ones I've got. Okay, that's going to go right there. Give it a good old press. There we go. Okay, little stamp. Just lifting. Well, it's on the white. Actually, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Let's put this back before. So that just gives it a little bit more interest on that page. Pop that there. So this woodware stamp is called Bold Blooms Erica. So presumably Erica is the name of the flower. I've had these stamps for years, but I never used them when I was scrapbooking, and in fact I think I bought them when I was scrapbooking, but they've come into their own when I've been doing these journals. Right, so that's that. And I'm going to glue this down now. I wasn't sure if it would, whoops, upside down. I'm just thinking, do I need anything else? I'm wondering about a little butterfly. Just to finish. So I have a whole bunch of stamped butterflies here. I have some pink ones. So I made a load of these. I spent an afternoon making these a couple of weeks ago. So this is a Martha Stewart stamp. I've got two stamps, but they're the same size, the same shape. One's a bit bigger. So I've doubled them up, but that's just going to disappear on there, isn't it? But then I have this other stamp, which is a bit bigger, just a single stamp, and I've glittered all of these. So maybe something. Oh, I've got my eye on a purpley one down there. I'm wondering about, just give it a little bit of a flutter. I'm just wondering about something like that. Let's move this out of the way. Let's have a think. What do we think? Is that a good colour to go on there? Would this be a better colour? More of a contrast? Don't know. Got a very pretty blue one here. Just as a different colour to bring in, but I think that's quite sweet. Or do we want to go one up there? I've got another one that colour. Got a similar one. One down there. So they're hovering around the flowers. I'm going to glue on my little paint swatch. This is a real mixture of styles, this, isn't it? And I just feel, now what were we going to do? Did we glue these down? We didn't. I need to glue this closed because we're going to use it as it's got a big opening here. I'm going to use that as the opening for this, not the side. So I just need to close that. Right, have I done enough on here? I'm only thinking this is looking a little bit bare in this corner. Got an idea. Bear with. Right, I have these washi stickers. Now I think there's some floral ones in here somewhere. Have I picked them all up? I don't think I've got them all. I picked up the wrong set. I must have split it into two lots. Yes, I did. So this is the other lot. This is a pack of stickers. So you get a more of a sticker one and a washi one. So I think I've used more of the washi tape ones. I thought I might just see if I can find something just to go on this corner. Let's just pull this out. I think this is the only one that's got florally butterfly ones. Don't like that, it's got a bug on it. I'm not big on bugs, in case you hadn't picked that up by now. Maybe I should put that one, that's the one, because it has pink flowers and a little blue butterfly, so it kind of brings things together, doesn't it? Don't need this anymore. So I'm just going to pop that there, like that. Okay, I think we're there on this one. So let's move on to the other side. I hope I'm not going to be taking all the video to do this one envelope, but I want them to look interesting. I think that's what I want. Okay, so what I need to do with this one, first thing I want to do, and I've already picked out this piece of, this is just some painted book page. And I thought maybe what I could do is tuck that in here, cover up that interior, but not all, well, it's going to go all the way in, but what I want to do is have it going over the flap a little bit as well, so that you won't see any of this. And when it's in the other side of the signature, you'll only see the front anyway, but I just wanted to make sure that that bit was covered. So I think that will work. I think the tricky part will be getting it in without getting it all over me, which I probably will. Get covered in glue. But we'll see. We'll see. I never enjoy doing these things because they're always so tricky. Right. So it's in. It's not very good, but it's in. Okay. So what I thought I'd like to do with this one, with this side, is a bit of stenciling, I think, at least to start with. But I don't want to stencil on a white background, so I think I'm just going to run it over with a very pale pink and then stencil with a darker pink over the top. That's the plan. Of course, I haven't got my inks out, have I? Right, so I'm just putting this on the inside so I don't put pink all over the green. Let's get these butterflies out the way for a moment. Right, so I've pulled in Tattered Rose just to go over the background, just to soften the colour. What's going on here? Oh, I see. Sorry, couldn't see what was sticking out there. It's that bit of fabric. And then I'm going to use, I think, warm lipstick, like a lovely warm pink, to stencil. So that's what I'm going to use. So let's see how this goes. This is a very, very pale pink, but I don't want a strong colour in the background because it will, the stenciling won't show up against it if it is. Let's put that to one side now. And then we'll do a bit of stenciling with the warm lipstick. Oh, that's really bright. Well, that will hopefully... It's a different shade, obviously, to the other side. Now, is that going to bend? Now, I'll bend that when it's dry. Yeah, I mean, it kind of pours in that colour, so I think we're okay with doing that. It's fine. Pop that under there again. Where's my stencil? Which one was I going to use? This one. Do a bit of Tim Holtz Wildflowers, shall we? That just fits on there a treat. A bit down there. There we go. I don't know if I need to do any more on here. It's a shame about this crease, but it's just one of those things. Can't do anything about it now. Yeah. So all we'll need to do then, so that will be the flap, so I'm just going to make sure I get that the right way round. So it'll fold like that. So then it'll be like that, won't it, on the other side. So what can we cover this piece with? Just put that underneath because we might just put some different painted paper on here. So this is going into March, isn't it? Just wondering whether a piece of this how would that look on there? that upside down? Yes, it is. I can see the writing underneath. It's upside down. That colour comes across there. I'm just going to take off this edge as well. What I might do is cut it and then trim round, glue it and then trim round it. Might be the best thing to do. I think I'm just going to cover that with this. Well, I might add something after, a little flower or something. No. But let's just do that. Let's keep it this bit a little bit simpler because it's a smaller piece. Did I ought to check what it's going to go onto? I probably should check the colour it's going to be stuck to. So I'm not going horribly clashy. So it's going in here. Hopefully it's dried enough now. And I can just fold it. And let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I was going to put this up here, wasn't I? Yes, that looks a little bit... Oh, I've had another thought. Just 1 moment. Should I turn it the other way? Let's try that. Let's see if that looks better. If I put it in like that, and that will be there, and that will be there, and then that would look quite good there. And then we've got this on the inside, which is fine. Yep, it's all good. Now I'm wondering whether to move this around, or to put that there. No, I think I'll stick with it as it is. Let's not keep messing about. I keep moving things around. So I think we'll go back to our envelope. Yeah. And do what I thought I was going to do. But I'm glad I checked. I think it will work better on that background than it would have done on the original background. That there, right up to the edge. I might put something around the envelope, around the spine. Oh, what's going on here? That's it. Maybe I'll put some washi tape around it just to, so I don't get these edges. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And then I just need to cut around this piece. Yep. But I definitely want to put something around this spine. I don't like that. It might not be visible, but it might be. Who knows? So I'm going to just get some washi tape. And if you've seen my room tour, you'll know they're just by my side in these little boxes. So these are my warm colours, my pinks and my oranges, and pinks and oranges and reds, the other bit of red. So I'm just wondering what will go well. I've got this one. Would that work? Might work on that side. I don't think it'll work on that side though. this one. That would work. Yeah, like that. Right. So this one's got a bit of everything in it, which is fine. Get that out of the way. It's just sticking to the wrong thing. How's the sticky doing? It's pretty sticky actually. I think I'm going to risk it and not add extra glue. Alright, whoa. Yeah, it's pretty gluey still. There, now that's happy with that. That's just tidied up that edge. And also reinforced it. Okay, yeah. Actually that just gives it a little finishing flash of colour. I quite like that. Then we have that, and then we've got that. So I think we'll call that done for now. I mean, I might, when I put it in, I might want to put something down here when I put it into the, when I'm going through. But at the moment I'll leave that as it is. Just quite like that. Okay, where's my signature gone? Oh. Okay, here we go. Now I don't have to worry too much about where I put this now because I haven't got to avoid that picture that I was avoiding before. Now, I need to have a look. Now these are in, do I need to trim? See, this new page, I do need to trim it down, don't I? Quite a bit. Sticking out a fair bit. Let's put it about there. Okay, and I'll put it back in the middle. That's good. I don't mind a little bit of sticking out, but I don't want it sticking out too far. So the bit that does stick out a little bit is my envelope. But that'll be okay. That's fine, because I'll probably have some bits of lace and things on the edges too. So yeah, March I think might be ready to go. Well, what else do I need to do? I need to glue down this pocket because I'm going to make that a tuck. So let's put my glue top on my glue here, and then we'll say March once I've just gone through, and I'll decide whether March needs any more adding to it that I need to do before I sew it in. It's just easier to do some of these things ahead of time, isn't it? Just move this out of the way. And just glue that down. I haven't put a thumb notch. I thought about it, but then I thought perhaps I might put a bit of lace on the edge, or I might add something else to it, tuck something around it, I don't know. Another envelope possibly. Right, what's going on here? This isn't gluing because it's not folded straight. Has that gone a bit better now? got there. Right, and let's do the other side. I don't know what I did on the other side. I'm not sure if there were... No, that hasn't got a tuck. It's just like that. And I don't know if I've got any other things needing gluing. No, the pink is all just cut to size, so that's fine. Okay, got the March signature. Okay, that's okay for as far as it goes. I don't think I need to do any more, but you never know. During the course of the week, I might think of something else I want to do before I sew them in. I'm not trying to put off sewing them in. It may sound like that, but I'm not. It's not my favourite thing to do, but sometimes it's just easier to do these things beforehand. All right, next signature. So this is the one with the... Right, so this is the bright green envelope, I think. Where did that go? Oh yes, I got that the other way round because it's the... So the flap is here, and the actual envelope is the backer's signature. I thought I'd swap them over. And then I've got the May one, the other one, I've done it back the other way again. So, yeah, we need to think about what we're going to do with this little baby, haven't we? So I think what I'm going to do... I don't know whether I want to do too much. I'll tell you what I would like on here, I think I'd like a doily. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? That would be pretty. I got... Is that too big? It might be too big. Is that the same? Yep. Another one the same. Just slightly less white, that one, I think. So I've got to, let's see how this looks. If that's... I'll take that one out. I think that's a bit more... It's too white. So if I was to put that there and wrap it around, so that would look quite nice, wouldn't it? I could almost use that as a little tuck spots as well. And this flap wouldn't need a lot more decoration with the... It's more or less covered, isn't it, the flap? Okay, yep, going to do that. And probably should do something in the background. I want to do a bit of stamping, I think. Just trying to decide what stamping I should do. Probably a bit of scripty stamping. Yeah, I might do a bit of script. Now let's have a think. Right, so I pulled out a couple of stamps. I've been tossing up between the two. Excuse me. I've got this 49 and Markle, 49 and Market Gabby's Crackle texture set. And I do quite like this, what they call it, I don't know, this sort of crackle texture. I thought I might put a bit of that on. But I've also got this set. It's a Kaisercraft set with the little twirly-whirly bits. I'm wondering whether to do a little bit of those in the corner, but perhaps a bit of crackle around it, just to give it all a little bit of interest in the background. I think that's what I might do. I don't know how it'll turn out. And obviously you won't see a lot of it because the doily will be going over quite a bit of it, but I'm going to give it a try. What did I do with my ink? Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to put this on fairly lightly. Sorry, I don't suppose you can see what I'm doing there, can you? Okay. Don't want too much of it because I thought I might use that other little stamp set as well. Let's try that. Okay, so that could go in that corner. It's got a little rosebud on the top of it as well, which is quite sweet. I think I need a block for this. Okay, it's a bit big, but trying to find the right size isn't always easy. Okay, let's put a little bit of ink on there. Let's hope this one comes out okay. Just put that right in the corner. Okay, that's all right. And maybe just the other one I'll put in the bottom corner. Let's put this one back. Oops. That way around would be better. Okay. And I'll put that like that in that corner. Alright, now let's see how it looks with the doily. I'll glue that down here. Yeah, that just gives it a little bit of interest in the background, doesn't it? Just had another thought. It's always dangerous. Bear with. So I just had a quick look in my little box of mini stamps, and I tend to forget I've got those, but actually these would have been ideal. This little stamp would have been perfect for going around the background, and I forgot about this. But I might use it on another one. But what I thought I'd like to do, just to bring in the slightly floral element, was have some little tiny flowers just dotted about. So I have this little stamp. So cute. So I might just dot a few of those about just to make it a little prettier. Oop. I don't know if I've ever used these. They're so tiny. It's quite hard to find things that you can use them for. But suddenly I found a use for them, but I can't get them off the backing sheet. I often find this is a bit of a battle, especially when they're new. First. Oh, Okay, got them off finally, and they're all a single piece, so I actually want to separate them and do them individually. Alright, I think I might do them with the pink. Let's try it. Why not? Going all experimental today. I might just use this one. Don't overdo it. I just want a little touch of a bit of floral in there. How about that? And a last little tiny bit right at the top. Okay. How does that look now? Yeah. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm just going to put one more just there. Yep. Okay, and then just need to, before I glue this down, I want to do the back of this one. And maybe I'll do that with this other stamp. Though I was going to, I think I'm going to stencil the background. So let's put something behind it, but I might just do this. I may have to do battle again. Don't know. Some of these stamps, these little tiny stamps, I bought them because they're cute, and then I've never used them. So actually, it's really nice to bring out a few really old things that I've never used, and finally justify buying them. Oops. Still stuck on the background. Oh. Okay, let's get this off. That's not too bad. That's come off much better. That was a Paper Mania stamp. It was obviously a better quality, so it's come off the backing better. Where did my block go? I'm just going to do this with black because I'm going to stencil the background in pink, and then I'm going to have to stop because we're running out of time. I think we'll probably run out of time. I'm going to have to, hopefully there'll be I'll be edit it down a little bit. And it's also lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. It's gone 2 o'clock. So it's quite late for lunch really. But I had a late breakfast, so it was fine. Hang on, let's just pop that there. I'm just going to pop that there. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'll do the bottom as well. Need to pop another piece underneath. Oh, I wish I'd found this before. I'd have used it. I'd used it before, and I might use it again. This is a really pretty little stamp. And I'll tuck that the other way up. Okay. And then when that folds around, let's see, much of it, but at least it's not dead plain. And then we'll quickly just stencil. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with the inside. It needs something. This will probably be a tuck, so I'm not going to worry about that bit. So I just need to worry about that bit. But I might worry about that in the next video because I really need to finish this one. I think this is the one I'm going to use. I can't tell you what it's called. It's a Tim Holtz floral stencil, so fairly self-explanatory. And I might just do the whole thing, and then that might be enough. Have the bit stenciling in the background, in the inside. Same colour. Going to use the Worn lipstick. Where's my little brush? It'll show up fine on the green, I think. Yeah, I like that. Very happy with how that's turned out. Right, so then we have our doily. Yeah. Alright, so I think I'll leave it there for now. There's more work I want to do on here, but I think it's really, it's time to stop the video. I don't feel I've made a lot of progress, but that's how it goes at the moment. I'm not going to push my luck. So I'll just quickly show you what we've done today. As I said before, this may take a while to get through this journal, but we're having fun along the way. So we got our other envelope finished. I'm happy with that. It's very bright and jolly. Oops. And then we've made a good start on this one. There's more to be done on here, I feel. More things keep coming to my mind that I want to do. So we'll work a bit more on this, and then we'll get on to the next envelope. And in a week or two, we might be able to sew in the signatures. You never know. So thank you very much for joining me for this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.